Hello guys, this is Rock, also known as Third Baiter, and today I'm here with a Mogami commentary. Well, as you guys might know, the Mogami was nerfed. Well, it was giga nerfed in the 0.5.3 patch. Well, what got nerfed was that they nerfed its 155mm guns. Firstly, by nerfing the AFD, so it doesn't get any more extra range around, which is pretty sad, but it can be workable. But more importantly, they nerfed the expert marksman skill, the skill that gives you better turret traverse. So with that nerfed, the 155mm gun turrets on the Mogami, they turn at 51 seconds. They do a 180-degree turn at 51 seconds, which is even worse than some battle. Most of the battleships, well, I think only Warspite and the Yamato beats that. It's so bad. It's pretty much unworkable right now. So you are forced to upgrade to 203mm guns, like the 8-inch guns on the Mogami, which is what I'm using right now. Um, and I'm actually a bit sad. The Mogami was a nice flamethrower. It was a nice break from the same old Japanese cruiser gunner 8-inch guns. So he had something different. It was a pretty enjoyable build. I wouldn't call it OP. Um, it was a nice flamethrower, but I guess the Russian cruisers are coming, and the Wargaming didn't want it, Mogami to be a better long range fly swatter and fire thrower than them. So they took away its guns. They are not unusable, but they are very annoying to use. So because um, the range is reduced to 15.8 kilometers, and at those ranges, you constantly need to switch targets sometimes. You just can't do it with the old 6-inch guns. You have to turn the whole ship, and that is not very good idea sometimes. You don't want to show your broadside to an enemy in any Japanese cruiser. So it forces you to show your weakness to your enemies, and I just don't like it. So I've been experimenting with 18-inch guns on the Mogami, and I mean they're not that bad. It's a straight upgrade to Mogami. You got a better turret layout. Um, you got a better turret layout. Plus, they should. You got a better gun layout. Plus, they turn a lot faster. They do a 180 in 36 seconds, which can be brought down to 30 seconds. So it's not that bad. It's very workable. It's a nice brawler. Since your range is too low, you can swing your guns to the other side. You got 10 guns. I mean, it's very workable, but yeah. But anyway, let's talk about this game. I decided to hang out on the right side of the map since we have so few guys and there are two cruisers on the side. There's a Muyoko and a Nuremberg, plus a destroyer. I think that was a Mahan, which is shooting at me behind an island. But I'm not detected anymore, so they pretty much can't do anything. And that's another good thing about the Mogami. It's the first Japanese cruiser which can have a detection range lower than 10 kilometers. On the Mogami, I think it's about 9.3 kilometers. With the captain's skill and the concealment module, and with the skin, and that's a very respectable number. It's worse than the Tago, which can go down to 9.1 kilometers, and it has range. So, um, well, let's not go into that because the Atago is a much better tier 8 ship than the Mogami. Let's talk about the Mogami. So the 8-inch guns are definitely workable. They do a lot of damage, and they are still good at tier 8. I mean, against the opponents you get, because you get down tiered a lot, so your guns are still good. You don't get that inferiority complex against tier 10 ships very often, and you're usually the top predator on your team. Um, in your tier, your range you get in the match, so it's not a very bad ship firepower wise. And the 8-inch Mogami can do a lot of damage to enemies definitely. So this Colorado just wants to die, I guess he just rushes up the middle. It's a stock Colorado, so I guess he just wants to die and get over with it. I really don't know, he has 3 fires on him. He's basically losing about 1000 HP per second, which is not a very good situation. And the HE shells of the Mogami, they do amazing damage against lower tier opponents, especially against the US battleships like Colorado and New Mexico. I don't know why, don't ask me, but they do great damage. I think it's because uh, in HE shell damage calculations, they are using armor values as well right now, so I guess superstructure armor affects the damage you get. I don't know. It does great damage. Your AP shells in comparison, they are not that good. Well, they are good, but you need some very favorable angles. They are not very forgiving as the US cruiser AP. And that guy pretty much burns to death. And as you can see on the left side of the map, my team is steamrolling the enemy team, but on the right side there is a huge death blob, which is being pretty much ignored by the enemy team, by my team. So I had to the right side of the middle, and from this moment on, this will be my struggle while my team is busy killing, chasing whatever on the left side, while I keep these guys busy here. And I had a lot of fun in this game. It was a very challenging match for me, so we'll see. So this New Mexico is backing up for some reason. It is never a good idea, um, unless you're in a high tier Japanese or US battleship, but definitely not a New Mexico. And I'm still shooting this guy, but I also look at the map and I see that I'm about to come around this corner, and there's a world of hurt around this corner. Just a lot of cruisers waiting for me to come out. This Nuremberg is watching me. He's beached for some reason. And I see that Pensacola, and I immediately switch to AP because, you know, it's a Pensacola. It's just very easy to see that all, but we'll see. It's also the one of the nimblest cruisers in this game. But unfortunately I have to turn, and this carrier is very close with his torpedo bombers. I think he's going for the battleship. And I activate my defensive AA just in case. And I make another circle. We are back in the middle again. Now, unfortunately, I can't see anything. My scout plane is down, and we have nobody spotting that the right side of the map. So I'm pretty much blind here. I see that Miyoko kind of charging through that strait. So I'm very curious about what's gonna happen. I still have AP loaded, just in case that Miyoko comes around the corner and I get spotted by the scout plane. And I really don't know what to do right now. And the destroyer, there's a destroyer in the smoke, so it should shooting me. So I just wanna torp that Miyoko while I make a turn and come around the other side and deal with those cruisers if possible. It's the Nuremberg and a Pensacola. It shouldn't be a problem for a Mogami, to be honest. And I have AP loaded. I'm not worried about Tomioka right now. He's probably too busy shooting the battleships. But I'm really hoping that he eats my torps. So the Pensacola, and I get detected at a very unfortunate time, just as I was coming around the corner. And I'm just hoping that he doesn't turn. He doesn't turn, but that was a lot of lead. He's not going very fast, so I missed my shot. But I have to make a turn now in order to not hit that island. Nope, I just can't get any citadels. And I decided to take one last shot against that Pensacola, and he's turning away. But I don't get two citadels. I don't know why. It's just RNG, I guess. And this Ryoko is just not dying, so just trying to put him out of his misery, but and it just dies. Now this Mahan has been pestering me for the last few minutes, so I'm just eager to give him something back in return. Nope. He's just trolling. He was making a turn and just stops. He just stops like that. Well, he's committed in this turn, so no, I can damage him in return, and it feels so good. And then that Pensacola starts shooting me. And I'm just having a lot of difficulties in this game, and I'm looking at the other side of the map, and I see all of our friendly death ball chasing the enemies and killing them easily. It just doesn't feel right. Sometimes you get matches where it feels like you're losing, but then you look at the scoreboard and you're like, oh shit, we're actually winning. This is one of those matches. So right now I'm doing I think my fourth circle, and that Pensacola does get citadels on me. But I actually think about the New Mexico now, because that Pensacola was one shot, but that New Mexico's full health, pretty much. So I shoot my torps at him, and he does pop up around the corner, and I'm defenseless right now. There's a Nuremberg on my side, I'm giving him broadsides, and he's shooting AP. And this Cleveland is shooting me, the New Mexico is shooting me, and of course, the Mogami can only take so much. But look at those torps. They actually might hit. Will they hit? Yes! 2 hits, 4 hits, 5 hits. He does go down to 3000 health, but he repairs and launches a repair tarty, and yeah, I'm dead. I'm pretty much gonna speed up the match right now and go to the end. In the end, that was a very frustrating but also fun match. I did a lot of work on that side, and 156,000 damage in a Mogami is pretty good right now. It was a pretty normal match before the nerfs, but right now it's pretty good. Well, not that those torp hits didn't help. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time.